Hi students, I hope all of you are doing good. So we have in the balloon series the next question in front of you, and I am recommending you to see the other questions also in this playlist. You can easily go to the playlist. You just go to Brainiacs Classes channel, go to the playlist Physics Question Bank series. You can find out the questions. Okay, so here the question is. I will go through the question for you. The question states that a stone is dropped from a rising balloon at a height of 300 meter above the ground, and it reaches the ground in 10 seconds. So that the stone reaches the ground in 10 seconds. The question here is the velocity of the balloon when it was dropped is. Okay. So let me explain the question for you so you will get a clear idea. Just listen to what I say. Okay, so we have a balloon for you. Okay, and you can see this is my ground again. Okay, okay, it's not that straight ground. Let me put a straight ground for you. Okay, yeah, okay, so this is the ground actually. Then we know that this balloon is moving up with some particular velocity, and I don't know what is that velocity. That is what I need to find it out. Okay, and the balloon is moving with some velocity, and the most important thing here is when the stone is dropped from this balloon, we can say this distance they have given in the question, and that distance is 300 meter. Okay, and the most important fundamental with respect to this question is when the stone, let this be my stone, when this stone was dropped, we know that this stone will have a velocity. For example, if the balloon is moving with a velocity u meter per second, then surely the stone will also have initial velocity would be u meter per second. So if you are able to find out the initial velocity of the stone, that will be almost the same as the velocity with which the balloon is moving. That is the most important fundamental. So let us assume we know that since it is moving with a u meter per second in the upward direction, the stone also will move in the upward direction. Its velocity will become 0, and then it moves downward and strikes the ground. So let's trace the path. So the stone moves in the upward direction, then it moves in the downward direction. Okay, it moves in the downward direction. So let me put it like this for easy drawing. Okay, so it comes like this. So I will trace it path like this. Okay, it will come like this. At the point the velocity will become 0, then it will move in the downward direction, and finally it will strikes the ground. Okay, so let us assume the stone is moving initially with the speed of u meter per second. So I will make it here u meter per second. Okay, now to solve this question, we will again use the displacement directly. We will use the equation S is equal to ut plus half at square. Okay, here please understand the S, I am taking it as the displacement of the stone. So displacement of the stone means what would be its displacement? This is the initial position of the stone, and this is the final position of the stone. So I can say the displacement is final minus initial, that is 300 meter, and it is measured in the downward direction. So the displacement is here in the downward direction like this. Okay, so maybe I will show it with this one then. So the displacement is measured in the downward direction like this. Okay, so it would be negative. I have told you in all the previous problems, anything in the positive upper, if it is moving in the upward direction, is taken as positive, and anything in the downward direction is taken as negative. Okay, so here minus 300 it would come. Okay, minus 300, and velocity, you can think about velocity. You can see it is moving initially in the upward direction, so I will take it as positive, and I want to calculate that only. So I will put u into, and in the question it is mentioned like what is the time taken for this stone to reach the ground. It is 10 seconds. Okay, so time for this movement is 10 seconds mentioned in the question. And g, please understand, acceleration is always g in this type of motion, and g will always be in the downward direction. So minus half into g is, I am taking it as 10, and t square, time is given, so 10 the whole square. Okay, so let's calculate this. So minus 300 is equal to 10u, okay, minus 5 into 100. So I can rewrite this as 10u is equal to, I'm taking the 500 over here, okay, 500 to here plus 500, so it will become 200. 500 minus 300, 200. So you will get the answer as 20 meter per second. And what is the importance of this u? You can say that this u is this one, the stone has the initial velocity 20 meter per second. Also the balloon at that point of time has a speed 20 meter per second, because the stone was in the balloon. So the speed of the stone will be the speed of the balloon actually. That is the reason you will get it. Okay, so I hope you understood the question. Okay, let us find out the answer in the options. So you can see here the velocity of the balloon when it was dropped at that point of time, it was 20 meter per second. We found out the answer. If you have any doubt, feel free to ask in the comment box. Okay, Brainiacs classes is there to help you. So it is one of the best NEET coaching center in Coimbatore, where you can improve your physics, chemistry and biology to attain your passion to become doctor. Thank you.